Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's action. On today's show, well, we'll have picks here for you from Major League Baseball 15-game cards. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Set those notifications. Be live with us. And, of course, hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience there. So we'll introduce the capper and then get right to the fixes. We don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. El Nino's, what's happening?
Yeah, doing all right. Coming off a 2 and 3 day. It's been a very 500 week. Unfortunately, I dropped a unit or so yesterday. But hey, looking for a bounce back today.
Yep, I'll look to bounce back as well. Did have the Cardinals getting done again there, but had a push on that total with the Pirates and Rangers. Dropped the Dodgers run line. Of course, the run came across in that ninth inning home run set, but that's the story. A lot of runs being scored here, Midwest and the West, and now the East here is the issue. As we'll go ahead and get ready here to cover the baseball for you today. And I don't cover in WNBA or college baseball, so it looks like it'll be, or it looks like it'll be in MLB here on the show today. But anyway, let's get to some of the changes and weather here in baseball. Extreme temperatures across the country here. Detroit, Tampa Bay. Gibson Long will be the bulk pitcher. Detroit going here with an opener. If I wasn't mistaken, I might have saw it last night. Might have been Herder. Oh, we'll double check that.
Yeah, Herder,
right? Okay, 86 degrees in Tampa Bay. Baltimore and the Yankees, 88 degrees there. Wind blowing out. 92 degrees in Minnesota today. In St. Louis, 96 degrees. Wind blowing out 13 miles per hour. In Chicago, wind blowing out again now 21 miles per hour. We saw those runs scored 89 degrees at game time. Let's see here some of these other outdoor games. Pittsburgh, 88 degrees, wind blowing right to left 9 degrees. Wind blowing out 17 miles, not 25 miles today, but 17 miles per hour in San Francisco as the Giants host the Red Sox. There, windy conditions there. In Philadelphia, 89 degrees, wind blowing out in Philly today. In San Diego, mild temperatures, but wind blowing out 13 miles per hour. Arizona, Colorado, well, a little bit of relief. It's not 99 degrees. It's now 95 degrees with the wind blowing out 13 miles per hour. We saw, 22 runs scored in that game yesterday. That was something there in that one. In Anaheim, the wind's blowing out again, 71 degrees here. Athletics, 80 degrees, wind swirling 13 miles per hour. LA, wind blowing out. So you guys kind of, at 69 degrees at game time. So you guys kind of get the drift of it here. A lot of hot weather here in the Midwest and the East Coast, so and some wind blowing out. And of course in Colorado, where we've seen the extreme temperatures there, 99, 90, and it's 95 today. So you got unders, man. You're going to really be under a lot of pressure today, unless you get some dome games. But for the most part, let's say to Brian. Brian, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good morning.
Morning.
Yesterday was a good day for me. I went 2-0 over on the site. Had a decent day with MLB, so just trying to keep that rolling into the weekend, man. Yeah, a little tired this morning, running a little late, but we'll get there, and gonna have another winning day.
All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, let's start here with Major League Baseball. We got Tigers and the Rays. The Rays here, $1.26, total 8.5. Orioles and Yankees here. We got the Yankees, $1.64, but look at this total, 9.5 now in that one. Brewers and Twins, extreme temperatures there. Twins, $1.18, total 9.5. Cardinals and Reds, the Cardinals, $1.86 now, total 9.5 start starting to pop up. So you're going to see 9.5 because that 9 is juiced heavily. And then we go Mariners and Cubs. The Cubbies, $1.63. Look at this total, 12.5 right now in Wrigley there. There's the serious wind and heat there. We'll start here. Well, actually, we'll start with Brian on this one.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite slide of the day, this beginning slide here, but we'll look at the Rays and Tigers game. I'm gonna go with the Rays money line there. I just don't trust Gibson Long on the mound for the Tigers. He has a 3.97 ERA, expected ERA of 4.51. The weather is hot there today and wind blowing out, so I'm gonna also take the over in that game.
Yeah, from Brian, move on over to El Nino's.
Yeah, I like what Pepio's been doing a lot better than whatever the Tigers, that 1-2 punch they're going to send out. So I agree with the Rays there. Also, the Yankees -1 there on the good old Al special. Just think they bounce back here at home. not too overly priced here with this pitching matchup. Eflin, not the worst pitcher in the league, but he's been struggling a bit lately, so I think the Yankees can't get to him. Although he does have some pretty good numbers against them. I just think in his current form, I think they get to him a little bit. And yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of weather, so be careful with those unders. But we got the Cubs Mariners in this slot. Yes,
yeah, we do.
So yeah, that's one under I will sweat. I mean, I know the wind is blowing out real hard. All you got to do is basically hit the ball up in there, and it'll carry over the fence. But again, these pitchers coming in great form. They're pitching real well. So I'll take a shot. You gotta make contact first before you can send it up in there. So 12.5 at 13 here is. I'll take a shot with this under.
Leo's there with under there. I'll look at Tampa Bay in this one. They are now 22-14 at home, favored by minus 110 or higher, returning 2.5 units. Detroit in just 237 over their past 28. Their bullpens was touched up here over their past 6 games, ERA approaching 5. Rays over their past 7, hitting 328. Pepio, past 5 starts, has been really sharp, ERA 1.62. I'll look at Tampa Bay in that spot there. Let's see here. What am I looking at here? I'll take the Brewers at that plus price, especially with they put up 25 runs yesterday. Milwaukee put a ton of runs on this Minnesota team. Their Minnesota bullpen is in been horrible form right now. Minnesota hitting just 226 against lefty starters. Quintana his past 3 road starts, ERA of 1.59. But I will see what the conditions here will hold up or not. But you look at the Twins bullpen over their past 26 games, ERA over 5. So I'll look here at this Milwaukee team. That has actually won now 5 of their past 7 on the road. Twins now have lost 5 of 7 at home. So I'll look at the Milwaukee Brewers there. And what are we on that Reds game? Let's see. That Reds game is just let's see here. Actually, I'm going to take a stab here with Petty in that one, that big plus price. I know I'll go. Wade Miley has been moved to the injured list. That's a change here. So it'll be Chase Petty. And I know it's a bit of a risk here, hot weather. But the situation here is this is Petty's second call up, and I like to look at some of these guys in their second call up. I know he had some rough outings here when in his first call up here. Second call up for Petty, has pitched really well in the minors. He was a first round pick out of high school. I know it's great, but these Reds are hitting about 288 over their past 6, and we got extreme heat here. So I'll go ahead and take that plus money there with Cincinnati. Also, I'm going to take the plus money here with Seattle with this hot weather. Seattle is shown to be able to hit the ball on the road, 262. They got the ball up in the air yesterday, and more importantly, they got runners on base, right? That's the key. When the wind's blowing out, challenge the hitters, don't give up any walks because that's where you get the damage. The 2-run, the 3-run homers, that's what crushed the Cubbies there yesterday. So I'll take the plus money there, especially in this hot weather with wind blowing out game. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we continue on with the next series of games. We got in the middle block, White Sox and Blue Jays. The Blue Jays $1.89, total 8.5. Red Sox and Giants. The Giants $1.11, total of 8. Rangers and Pirates. Here the Rangers $6, total 8.5. Braves and Marlins. Now we got the Braves here $1.40, total 8.5. And we close the block with Mets and Phillies. Mets $1.10. The total sits here at 10. And we start here with El Ninos.
Yeah, I like the Blue Jays -1 there, and also like the over. I think 8.5. You could definitely get there with these 2 starters. Also take a shot with the Red Sox here over the Giants, and take the Braves -1 as well. I know it's a tough one. They're coming off a tough loss too, but I think they bounce back in this one. Holmes been pitching pretty well, so I'll take a shot with them in the Braves.
Yeah, Nino's. Yeah, it looks like in the Cincinnati game, Chase Petty has now been moved to the bulk pitcher. It looks like it will be Suter, the opener. So Suter, the opener. Chase Petty will be the bulk pitcher for Cincinnati. Move on over to Brian.
Yeah, looking at that Texas-Pittsburgh game, we got Kumar Rocker going up against Mitch Keller. I'm going to take a shot with the Pirates there on the money line. Kumar Rocker has just been rocked. He has a 15.09 ERA in 0-4 in his road starts. So I'm going to take a shot there with Pittsburgh on the money line. And then we're going to look at you said the White Sox and Blue Jays in this one.
Yeah, they're in this block.
I'm going to take over 8.5 in that one as well. I agree. with Al Ninos on that one. The Blue Jose Barrios did get rocked, pretty messed up his last start out. I think he's going to bounce back today. I think he's going to look good. I would also take a shot in the Blue Jays there, -1.5.
Yeah, from Brian. Tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to take now. When I look at the White Sox here at that +1.5 site there, they do well covering run lines. This White Sox team. Savali actually, he opened his mouth. What was his previous stop? He said he didn't want to go back to the bullpen, so they traded him. And Savali they traded him right away. And I can't blame him because you make more money as a starter than you do as a reliever. So a veteran like Savali says, no, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that $1 million contract a second time. So I want to be a starter so I can get more money in this league. And I can't blame him. And listen, the White Sox got some pretty good pitching. It's only their hitting. If you look at their starting staff and their bullpen, they're not that far away. I do see a glimmer of a light at the end of the tunnel for this White Sox team. Got it done yesterday. Look here. When you look at Barrios in his 5-day starts, ERA over 7, WHIP of 1.72. Toronto bullpen's been blasted over their past 6 games. So against these teams that average 4.4 runs per game or fewer, the White Sox 13-9 of the run line. So I'll take a look at them in this spot. Got to come back here with the Giants. I like Roop here is at home, ERA 2.25. Boston has not been hitting the ball at all. Just $1.58 over their past 6 prior to yesterday's game. And, of course, San Francisco now 21-7 at home against righty starters. So I'll look at San Francisco in that spot. I'll go ahead and take Pittsburgh in this one, Kumar Rocker. He had those great strikeout numbers in the minors, got called up last year and got crushed. It's getting crushed again this year. So it's not looking good for Kumar. That Texas hitting just 223 against righty starters. And Texas on the road against righty starters, 11-17, losing 7 units. Pittsburgh has won that 6 of 9 at home. I'll take Pittsburgh in that spot. And I'm going to be on the Marlins here at this plus price. Grant Holmes gets a start, but Holmes' numbers here on the road, 6 road starts, ERA of 5.5. And Yuri Perez showed some improvement in his last start. And that's promising because if you remember Yuri Perez in 2023, he was a 20-year-old with great stuff, lightning stuff. He was just mowing down pitchers, mowing down hitters. Then he scared the hell out of everybody in Major League Baseball. 20-year-old needing Tommy John surgery. Then everyone got scared, and we started seeing even more babying of these pitchers. So Yuri Perez looks like he's sharp. I noted in his first start he was hitting 99, 98, but he just got tired. He just didn't have the stamina to go. So in his second start, he looked better. I think in the third start is even more promising. Atlanta hitting just 233 on the road, but Miami hitting 285 over their past 7 games. Looks like the bullpen got a little better here. So Braves are now 9-20 on the road against righty starters, losing 17 units. Give me Miami in that spot. That's an ugly one there. And I got to look at the Phillies, man. This Mets outfit is just messed up. They're not hitting past 6 games, 204. Their bullpen's been rocked here. Phillies are hitting even without Harper. And they're now the Phillies are 19-9 at home against these light hitting teams that hit 255 or lower. I'll take Philly in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we close out baseball with these final games. All right, we've got Royals and Padres. The Padres $1.60, total 7.5. Juice to the under. Wow, look at that. D-backs and Rockies here. We got the D-backs 193 total. Well, you expect it 12. We're seeing some juice to the 12. 12.5 is probably not too far away there. Astros and Angels. Angels $1.18, total 8.5. Guardians, Athletics, Cleveland $1.25, total 9.5. Nats and the Dodgers here. We see the Dodgers 243, total 9s, mostly 9.5s out there. Now there's pretty much the market's 9.5. So we get this one started with Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'll take the over in the Dodgers game. Like a few overs here, I guess. I like the over in that Rockies game too. Yeah, big number, but you know what can happen in Colorado, and with Palmquist getting the start, I think we get there. Kind of like the Guardians a little bit. I know it's tough, but that's where I'm leaning again. Not my favorite play of the day, and yeah, I think that's about it for here. Just the overs I like best, and yeah,
that's all.
That's all for now.
That's all I got. On over to Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Al on this slide here. I love the over in the Arizona-Colorado game. The wind's blowing out again. It's a nice, beautiful day there in Coors. We know what the ballpark's like there. Just take the over in that one. And I'm gonna also lean towards the Dodgers again today to get it done minus the 1.5. You know, they just look good, and at the Nationals bats just are dead still, and I just think the Dodgers can get away with this series by sweeping them in a big way. So take the Dodgers minus 1.5.
Here we go from Brian. It's going to get easy now for the Dodgers. They're playing a lot of bad teams now. If you look at their schedule, they were playing Padres, Giants. They had a real tough schedule, but now it's starting to get easy. So we can start to see a big run from LA coming up here. Yeah, I agree with you guys on the over in Colorado, Arizona. This is when the games go over in the summer, and you get the hot weather. Now you add the wind. So give me the over in that one. We know this Arizona bullpen in their past 6 games ERA of 8. Colorado's been hitting the ball a little more, and I'll look at the matter of fact. Colorado now at home against the division 6-0 to the over. So I'll look at that over in that one. Houston and the Angels. I'm going to take Houston. I know it's Brandon Walter on the mound, but Houston has been hitting the ball pretty well. I trust their bullpen more than I trust the Angels bullpen there. So I'll look at the Astros here. Astros over their past 7 hitting .293. Great bullpen work here. Angels have been pretty light hitting at home this season. Soriano at home and ERA near 5. Give me the Angels there. I'll take the Guardians based on their bullpen, better than the Athletics by far. I like the scratch of Ortiz here. I think we're going to get. Is it right? I think we're getting. No, we are getting Ortiz in this one. I'm sorry. Ortiz is going today against Mitch Spence, but Spence does not have very good home numbers this year. This season here, Spence 13 home appearances, ERA over 5, and Athletics bullpen past 7 games, ERA over 7. And Cleveland now 17-5, facing teams with a 380 to 460 win percentage the past 1+ seasons, returned about 12 units. Athletics here 9-18 at home against righty starters. I'll take Cleveland here. I'm going to go over against the LA. Wind expected to blow out. Going to be some warm weather there. LA does hit home runs at home. We look at Washington bullpen past 7 games, ERA over 6. LA bullpen has been hit as well. ERA 4.5 over their past 7. Looking here to the over 6. Washington now 7-3 to the over on the road, facing teams that average 1.25 home runs per game or greater. LA now 13-6 to the over against teams getting outscored by half run or greater. And interesting stat here, and I don't usually use this angle or even mention this, but I think it's relevant here because Saturday night is when you have your biggest attendance days in baseball on Saturdays. Saturdays by 16%. I looked up that number because this caught my attention when I saw this. LA has been 6-0 to the over at home this season. I said, wait a minute, there's something behind this. Because I know I go to Dodger games and I see how much the tickets are on Saturdays. They're quite expensive, and those usually it is the stadium is filled on Saturdays. It's filled, and it's not so much filled on the weekends. Not so filled so much on Sunday. But 16 when you look at Major League Baseball, 16% of the increase in attendance when they play on Saturdays. So the Saturday you're going to have more people there. So for this angle, I'm going to go over. I'm going to add this angle to it, the fact that LA has been 6-0 to the over at home because they're always playing at packed houses there. Not so much the case during the week. Even on Sundays, you see those empty seats. So I will go over there, Washington and the Nationals here. There. Yeah, someone's seen Allen there for Cleveland. That's right. I got to see what the refresh. Even if it's Allen, I like it better, actually, to be honest with you. But anyway, there we go. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. We got through our sports. We just have baseball. I don't cover NBA. Brian nor Al Ninos does. So check out the YouTube videos for that as well, and for college baseball. Check out the replay of the happy hour because they covered that yesterday for you guys. All right, now it's time for our Parlay Peripheral segment, where our cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We get to start here with Donitos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Yankees -1. I'll take the Cubs -1, and I will take the Blue Jays -1. Good old El Nino special parlay.
Yeah, that's special there. We move on over to Brian.
Yeah, let's do the under. Hold your breath for this one, because it's gonna be a little ugly in the Cubs game today. So let's take the under in the Cubs. Under 13 is a little high, so let's take the under 13 in the Cubs game today. Let's take the over in the Dodgers Nationals game, and let's take the over in the Rockies game today. And then over on this, are we just doing parlays?
We're doing the parlays right now, yeah. All right, and I'll tell you what I like here. I like 2 dogs on a parlay here. Mariners and the Marlins there for me. All right, and we got you through our Parlay Pro segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Of course, our best bets are there at TonyPicks.com. Click the link in the description. That'll take you right there with our best bets and more up on the site. Premium plays ready to roll here for this Saturday card of baseball and more. Let's take a look and see what Del Nino's has got for sale over at Tony's Picks for today's card. Of course, Del Nino's put together a very good year in the NBA. NBA Finals returns tomorrow. We've seen some movement again to 7.5 here with OKC favorites. Money coming on Indiana, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Al, what you got for sale?
Yeah, big line move in that game 7 for sure. As soon as it opened, that thing dropped. But yeah, so far just my Grand Slam up. That $19 Grand Slam is up there if you want to check that out. But I should have a couple more plays, but probably put up a 3-pack or so together for everyone. As always, your best way to go is to get one of those long-term 2-for-1 capper specials. Pair me up with your other favorite capper and make sure you get all the Steam plays that way.
That's right. Get the Steam plays here as well on the long-term subscriptions. Al Nino's up with the Grand Slam. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So go ahead and get signed up with Al Nino's over at Tony'sPicks.com. But don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout. That knocks off that 15% off. All right, let's take a look, see what Brian's got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Brian, what you got going?
Yeah, as of right now, I got my best bet up on the site. I just got that up for you guys. Woke up a little late this morning, so I am putting up a few more plays here. I'm going to have a 3-pack up for sale today. I also have my long-term passes up, my 3-day for the weekend pass, year pass. I also have an MLB season pass. We haven't done the greatest this last week here in the MLB, but we're looking to fix that. Went 2-0 last night on the premium side, so we're going to bounce back, man. I love the card for this weekend, so ready to do it in a big way. Yeah, take that 2-for-1 promo for the capper promotion and pair me up with your favorite capper and use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save yourself 15%.
That's right, guys. Get on with Brian over at Tony'sPicks.com. Having a really good day yesterday. He's got his pick pass up there from baseball right now is $19 premium, so get on board. Long-term subscriptions also available. You can see Brian with an MLB season pass, all sports passes well up there. And remember, all of our long-term subscriptions, we have our members play in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we continue to handicap during the betting cycle, looking for those late plays, because in our site, we allow for late Steam plays, and those get emailed directly to our long-term subscribers using the email you use at sign up. Late Steam play available here at Tony'sPicks.com. So go ahead and get on board long-term with Brian at Tony's Picks. All right, guys, I have a play up there for you right now. Best bet from baseball. I'm having a great year in baseball this year. Also, 3 other premiums from baseball. So 4 premiums from me. So you can get on board with me at Tony's Picks and use that promo code TonyT to save 15% off and get on board with my long-term subscriptions and match up with a favorite capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotions. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks morning show, so make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. And if you happen to ever miss a show, well, head on over to our YouTube channel because we got a lot going on over on that YouTube channel, as we'll show you right now. If you miss a live show, well, just hit the live tab, and you'll be able to check it out there. As you search Tony's Picks in YouTube, our channel comes up. And there you'll be able to hit the subscribe button and also check out our replay of our live shows up there for you. Also, we have a members feature. If you'd like to support us, you can become a member and hit the join button, get early access to my videos. Happy Hour, you'll find that Rod and Company there as he hosts Happy Hour Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Hit the videos tab. You'll see more videos up there as well. Chris with his home run props. El Ninos will tell you about his dogs. Spreadsheet play a day from Ron. You need some CFL and WNBA. Rod's got some deep dives for you today. Of course, our man Kevin Thomas coming in with some baseball for you as well. WNBA from the 2-3 zone here from Ramon and Ron for today's card. And of course, check it out there, KBO with Ron Crawford. Check out the night action as those are uploaded at night before the KBO overnight sessions there. So check that out. You can also hit the shorts tab. We're going to see some shorts up there as well populated. El Nino's looking for that -1 for you. So make sure you check it out there on our shorts tab. So lots of great content up there. We'll let El Ninos talk a little bit more about what he's got up there. El, I know you're always looking for those dogs and more up there on the YouTube.
Yeah, got 3 dogs, 2 first fives on the money line for everyone there, and yeah, that -1 been on favorites, but look out, might not always be favorites. Got some nice plus money for everyone there today, so go check that one out too.
Very good. And of course, Brian, we can catch you here on the weekends, and also we can catch you on the happy hour.
Yep, you can catch me on the happy hour Monday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, and also on the weekends here on the morning show. I also will have an MLB series coming up here soon. I was busy this last week. I had a couple family emergencies I had to take care of, so I'm gonna try to get that MLB videos up for you guys starting today, and hopefully get a couple out for tomorrow's game. So look forward to that.
Very good. All right, guys, check out our group here over on YouTube. A lot of great content, and check us out. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here of the Drive Thru. Look for the WNCFL that is up on our YouTube channel, covered by Rod, Ramon, and Ron. I showed you those WNBA videos there, so check those out if you need help with WNBA. Look at the happy hour yesterday. At the end of the show, they covered the college baseball for you as well. We do have a game today from college baseball, as it's game 1 of the World Series. Best 2 out of 3, Coastal Carolina and LSU. LSU favored about $1.55, total 8.5. And they gave you some picks on that one over on the happy hour. Check it out. End of the show. All right, that's going to do it here. We're back again tomorrow. Anybody have anything to say in closing before we close it out?
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks everybody for watching,
Good luck
guys.
today, guys.
Make it a good winning day. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Fix Morning Show.